Millions of viewers worldwide tune in to watch the legal battle between two Hollywood heavyweights, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Amber Heard wrapped up an intense 4 days on the stand, testifying in her libel trial against ex-husband Johnny Depp. The California lawyer of Latino origin caught the attention of millions amid the defamation lawsuit that her client filed against Heard. But during Camille Vasquez's questioning of Amber Heard, something happened that made the actress both furious and deeply regretful for causing a setback in her trial. What exactly did Amber say that made even the judge furious? Stay to find out all the details.
Okay. So which is it? Which one was taken on December 15th, 2015, or May 21st, 2016?
If you remove the redacted metadata, you can find out. It's right there.
Or if you're telling the truth, you would know.
The last 2 days were devoted to an arduous cross-examination by Depp's lawyer, Camille Vasquez, who questioned Heard's testimony about the marital violence she claims to have experienced. Vasquez accused Amber Heard of using drugs, hitting Depp, being abusive with other partners, and manipulating the photographs she used as evidence of the actor's physical violence in a detailed and rigorous intervention. The lawyer attempted to discredit the testimony repeatedly, and there were several heated exchanges when she repeatedly asked the witness to stick only to the questions she was asking. The case revolves around an opinion column Heard wrote for The Washington Post in 2018. She claimed to have been a victim of domestic abuse from childhood to adulthood, without naming Depp personally. Depp denies assaulting her and has filed a $50 million defamation lawsuit, alleging that the article severely harmed his ability to make a living as an actor. Heard, who is also an actress, filed a counterclaim for $100 million. Camille Vasquez focused her cross-examination on Heard's version of events during a lengthy fight the former couple had in Australia in 2015 when they'd only recently married. This contentious debate has come up several times during the trial. Depp claims that when she threw a bottle of vodka at him, his then-wife cut off the tip of his finger. According to what Heard has said, Depp raped her with the bottle. Vasquez, on the other hand, questioned why Heard did not seek medical attention despite claiming to have suffered cuts and bruises during the scuffle. "You're the one who assaulted someone with a bottle in Australia. Isn't that right, Miss Heard?" Ms. Vasquez asked. "I didn't assault Johnny in Australia," Heard said. "I didn't assault Johnny ever," she repeated. She did, however, admit to punching Depp on several occasions, which she said happened after years of not defending herself. During the physical altercations, she reacted by hitting him, according to her testimony. Camille Vasquez also accused Heard of physically abusing her ex-girlfriend, artist, and photographer, Tasha Van Ray. They were together until 2012, but according to a USA Today report, Heard punched Van Ray in the arm during an argument at an airport in 2009. 2 officers allegedly heard the knock and then observed Heard ripping off her necklace. She was arrested, but the charges against her were dropped. Van Ray later publicly declined that Heard had abused her during the altercation, saying she remembered homophobic attitudes toward the couple once it was revealed that they were in a romantic relationship. "Johnny Depp isn't the only partner of yours that you've assaulted," Vasquez said. "I've never assaulted any partner," Heard insisted. "I've never assaulted Mr. Depp or any other person I was romantically linked to, ever," Amber ended. Camille Vasquez produced a series of photos taken 24 hours after Depp allegedly beat his former wife during the first cross-examination session. Heard testified that the beatings had left her with bruises, cuts, and, on occasion, a swollen and possibly broken nose. However, it does not appear to have any consequences in the projected photos. Heard explained that she had applied ice packs and makeup to her face. Other photos produced by Heard showed her with reddish regions of her face after the last altercation, which occurred in May 2016 before she filed for divorce. Vasquez displayed 2 different versions of the same photo, implying that Heard had manipulated one of them. She asked Heard, "You just edited these photographs?" Heard said, "Never." Vasquez asked if Heard had enhanced the saturation to make her face look more red. Heard said, "That's wrong. I didn't touch it." Camille also brought up the strange gift Amber gave Johnny. Heard bought Depp a gift in 2012 at the start of their relationship, around the time the actor was allegedly going through cycles of violence. The birthday gift was a hunting knife with the inscription "Hasta la muerte" in Spanish. Heard previously stated that the inscription was about what Depp used to say about the relationship, that the only way out of this was death. The knife had been mentioned in testimony but not shown to the jury until Vasquez asked for it, and questioned why it had occurred to her to give the gift to Depp during a violent phase. Vasquez asked, "That's the knife you gave to the man who was hitting you." Heard shot back, "I wasn't worried he was going to stab me with it." Vasquez asked another question, "But you gave it to him?" And then finally, Heard admitted, "I gave it to him." And if we continue with the interesting incidents, what comes next will intrigue you more. Many of Amber Heard's comments refer to Johnny Depp's constant use of drugs and alcohol, as well as how this fueled his rage and subsequent violence. Heard took a series of photos which were shown in court in which Depp is shown half-conscious with his mouth open or lying on the floor drunk or drugged. One photograph depicts a breakfast table with lines of cocaine carefully prepared and ready to be inhaled with the appropriate paraphernalia. Camille Vasquez questioned the authenticity of that photo during one of the sessions and then addressed Amber Heard's own drug use. Heard revealed that she planned to consume hallucinogenic mushrooms with her girlfriends at her bachelorette party the night before her wedding to Depp in February 2015, on the actor's private island. Vasquez read an email in which the bride described the pre-wedding dinner as a dance party with drugs and music. The court has previously heard that Heard and her friends were taking MDMA during the ceremony itself. Asked about the email, Heard claimed it was a proposed schedule and that the final running order was different. Vasquez asked bitingly, "You plan to have drugs at your wedding to someone you characterized as a drug addict?" Heard said that the schedule ended up changing quite a bit. Vasquez said, "The original idea was to have a rehearsal dinner with your husband, the drug addict, the monster, and do drugs with girlfriends." Heard said, "I realize that's what the email suggests. The schedule ended up changing." She also mentioned that there would be marijuana on the island that she planned to do a cuddle puddle with her girlfriends with while they were high on mushrooms during the bachelorette party, referring to a group hug. And for the last straw, Heard claims photo of Johnny Depp with bruises is photoshopped. Heard claimed that a photograph of Johnny Depp with 2 black eyes was doctored. Camille Vasquez, Depp's attorney, presented a photo from the couple's honeymoon in 2015, which shows the Pirates of the Caribbean actor with dark bruises under his eyes. Depp appeared to have visible injuries and swelling on his face while posing with his now ex-wife and 3 others. Heard said under a cross-examination, "I've seen this picture before and he's not injured in it. This one is photoshopped." Heard claimed that Depp slapped her across the face, grabbed her by her neck, and pushed her against the wall of a train car during this trip. But there is no photographic evidence of Heard's alleged injuries. Vasquez said, "This is the only photo from your honeymoon that shows someone injured." Heard stated that her honeymoon with Depp was peaceful until he began drinking brown alcohol. The train trip itself was peaceful up until Johnny would start drinking brown alcohol. He'd already started drinking champagne when he rapped on Pirates 5, Heard said. "I wasn't ready to accept we'd gone back to a pattern at all." On the last night on the train, after this was taken, Johnny and I got into an argument about him wanting me to agree to him drinking liquor. An argument followed in our sleeping car. Johnny slapped me across the face and got a hold of my neck and pushed me up against the wall of the car. It was a small, narrow sleeper car. He was standing on the floor, I was trying to get his arms off my neck, and he was squeezing my neck for what felt like a very long time. Every time he'd pull me away from the car, he'd slam me up against the wall. I remember trying to get his arms off my neck, and remember thinking he could not even mean to kill me. I remember being scared he wouldn't even mean to do it, clawing at him, trying to get his arms away from my neck. At one point, he tripped on the top of my shirt. I had a breast exposed. I pull at the lapel of his shirt and he rips the shirt off of him and wraps it around my neck, and that's how I woke up the next morning. I woke up with it still around my neck and a giant knot in the back of my head," she ended. So what do you think? Do you think that all these stories are made up? There have already been several witnesses who have denied Amber's versions, but she continues to insist that her truth is the only one in this trial. What do you think? Leave us your comments and theories below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any more videos like this. See you in the next video.